Hey there, Veit here with a quick demo of what Google Keyword SweetSpotter can do for you and specifically for your offline clients. So I've got an example here, and you've got tattoo removal Dallas, Austin and Seattle, and auto repair Dallas, Austin, Seattle. It's just a quick example, and you want to figure out where does Google rank these things automatically, by itself without much backlinking. So you can go in and basically, if it's an individual listing, of course, you want to go and replace that by your own, so your customers show up on the first page. Or if it's a category, then make sure your entry is in that category. And the ones that don't show up, well, they're not your top priority right now. And let's have a look at what we can do. So we've got these 6 keywords, just an example. You can import these, as text. You can type them in here. You can load them as a CSV. Go to your results, and now what we're looking is for yellowpages.aol.com, citysearch.com, superpages, local.yahoo.com, and yelp.com. You can configure this any way you like. Your favorite sites, you stick them in here, you configure it, and then the tool will go and look for them. So what it does, it basically looks for these keywords in Google and checks if these things show up. And you can basically define the search engine, .co.uk, .com, whatever. You stick it in there, save that. And let's go to results, and let's see where these show up. And you can look on the first page, on the first 2 pages, or first 10 pages. 10 results doesn't really make sense, and really for the offline version it should say first page, because when you look at the results, there's all this stuff here at the top, which is more than 10 when you add up. It's all first page stuff. So let's have a look, analyze this, and I'll quickly pause this. Because although it's relatively fast, there's an inbuilt sort of delay, sleeping, and the reason for that is if you hammer Google with repeated automated queries, it's going to ban you. There is an option in the settings to use proxies. So if you've got high volume search terms, that kind of stuff, or you want to outsource it, use proxies. Then you're not going to have all the sleeping business going on. Alrighty. So what we see here is, for example, tattoo removal Dallas is found in Yelp. There's an exact match, meaning the term tattoo removal Dallas is actually in here. Someone is optimizing this for tattoo removal Dallas. It's in position number 7, and it has 1 backlink. Cool. So this is an individual listing, as you can see here. Yelp.com forward the biz thing. That's an individual listing. This is a business. You can click on here. You can go check it out. There it is. It's the new look laser tattoo removal with 1 review, blah, 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 blah. Cool. And of course, we want to go and replace these guys. And with 1 backlink, that should be fairly straightforward. You put in 2 backlinks. So you instantly see, well, okay, I want to get my client who's into tattoo removal on the first page in Dallas. Well, the Yelp listing is the way forward, and all I need is 1 backlink. So Google automatically likes this listing, the Yelp listing, okay, because, well, it has the keyword in it, and that seems to be enough. So there's no point going for like Yellow Pages, City Search, Super Pages, because Google says Yelp is what I want to show. Tattoo removal Austin, we've got a City Search and the Yelp. Once again, the Yelp is an individual listing, and in this case, you're lucky, the City Search is an individual listing as well. So cool, both have 1 backlink. Yippee! I mean, how much effort do they make? Go in there, for Austin, you can dominate page 1 with 2 backlinks. Tattoo removal Seattle, very similar. So let's look at auto repair Dallas. Here's Super Pages listing, and this, of course, as you can see, is not an individual listing, it's a category. So here you want to make sure your client is in that category. You don't need to do any extra work, right? No backlinking required, you just go in there. In Dallas, competition seems to be high, so these guys don't show up on the first page for individual listings. Cool. So, it's all about feng shui, or whatever you want to call it, using what Google is already ranking and putting your stuff in there. Auto repair Austin is looking pretty good. City Search, Super Pages, and Yelp. The City Search is a listing here. Here's an individual listing. So this is a category, whereas this one is an individual listing. Very cool. No backlinks. Right there on page 1, exact match. Go in and replace these guys. Super Pages is once again the category. And then auto repair Seattle, it's a category, as you can see here. It's not a biz listing, it's listings, which is once again the category, and the same for these guys. So in this case, you want to make sure your client is in these 3 listings because they show up, and you don't even need to backlink. You're just going to make sure your client is in there. like I say, you basically, keywords, you put in anything you like. You can import, you can export this. You can export this whole thing as a CSV file or HTML. You can then, slice and dice any way you like. You can configure this any way you like, in whatever your favorite list is. You stick it in there, the tool goes and looks for it, and you can identify very, very quickly where the sweet spot is, where people already have tested for you what Google is ranking naturally. So you can go in and go, right, one backlink, yeah, I can replace those guys. One backlink, 0 backlinks. Well, that's it's not a listing, it's a category. So okay, I'll just want to make sure I'm in that category, etc., etc. It'll save you so much time, not only in the keyword research, which you can do, or have your outsourcers do, but also in terms of ranking and showing off to your client, where you go, look, I've figured out where we can rank very quickly. This is what I've done for you. Boom, there you are, on page 1 within a week or 2 weeks. Alrighty, have fun with this, and if you've got any questions, just let me know. Speak to you soon. Bye.